Welcome to another Whiskey Games and Nerd Stuff, and we're going to do a live stream of Regicide. We're just setting up. For those not familiar, Regicide is a solo player game where you play with a deck of cards. We're going to go ahead and set things up. I'm just trying to make sure we are ready to go. Hopefully, everybody's having a good night. And tonight we are drinking Bombastic Brewing's Attempted Murder Vanilla Cinnamon Imperial Stout. All right, so let's go ahead and begin. So when you're playing solo, Regicide solo player, you're going to deal yourself 8 cards. So let's go ahead and deal ourselves 8 cards. And I've already pre-shuffled these and all that fun stuff. And then this will be our starting hand. And then you can't, for one player, you can't have more than 1 card. All right, let's go ahead and open that up. I'll put these over here. That's really good. And then we'll see what we're going to fight first. So we're going to fight the Jack of Diamonds. Jack of Diamonds has a 10 attack. It has 20 health. And then any of our diamond cards will be nullified. And how it works when you're playing is the damage you do is the face value of the card. And then there's also special powers. The hearts will heal, which gives you cards back. Spades lowers the attack value. Clubs will do double damage. And diamonds draw you cards. So let's go ahead and take a sip. And then if we can do the max, if we can do 20 damage at once to the, for example, this has 20 health. So if I can do 20 damage, it's going to go top on the draw pile. If I do more than 20 damage, it's going to go in the discard pile, which will make it harder to come in later. So feel free to go ahead and make any comments in the comment section if you want while we play. And I will try to answer the questions as we can. So we're going to go ahead and play our 10 of clubs. Clubs do double damage. So we will do 20 damage to this. So this will go in the discard. This will go on top of the draw. So when we draw cards, we're going to get that, which is good because remember, those draw us cards. And let's go ahead and take a sip. All right, so now we are going to fight the Jack of Spades. Now our spell card will be nullified, so that's not going to help us out. Let's see, what do we want to do? What do we want to do? All right, we will go ahead and attack for 14 damage. Now it's going to do 10 damage to us, so we have to discard 10 points worth of cards. So we're going to discard the 8 and the 3. Now the Jack is down to 14, or sorry, 6, because we did 14. We don't have a 6, but what we do have is this. So we're going to go ahead and play this. So this will be 6. And because we're playing a diamond and a heart, we're going to be able to get both powers. And for the person who made the comment in the comment section, this is a fun game. This is Regicide. You can get it for under $20 online. Obviously, I would always recommend you go to your local game store. And the drink we are trying is very good. It's the Attempted Murder Vanilla Cinnamon Imperial Stout. You can also play this with 4 players. You're just going to have a different level of cards. So we're going to do 6 damage. So that's going to do a max. It's going to do 20 to it, so we're going to get it. But we're going to be able to heal 5 cards. And how you heal the cards is you shuffle these at random and you put them on the bottom of the deck. And yeah, I did sleeve this. I'm also going to be able to draw 6 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will go on to the discard pile. This is going to go on top of our draw pile because we did the exact 20 damage to it. All right. And then feel free to ask any questions on this. And if you see me do any misplay, please tell me as well. So our next one that we're going to fight is the Jack of Clubs. So that's going to nullify our club cards. So let me go ahead and take a drink while we figure out what we want to do. I know what we're going to do. So we're going to go ahead and play our Ace of Hearts and our Nine of Spades. That's a total of 10. That's going to lower its attack value by 10, so it's not going to attack us. It is also going to do a total of 10 damage to it, and we're going to heal 10 cards. Now, there's not 10 cards, so we're just going to go ahead and randomly shuffle those, put those on the bottom. Now, it's our turn because it can't damage us, and we will go ahead and... We want to do 10 to do the exact damage. I hate to do this, but we're going to go ahead and do it anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and do 10. So that's going to do the 20 to it. We're going to be able to draw cards, but you can't have more than 8 cards. So we're going to go ahead and drop to 8. These will go into the discard. This is going to go on top. And now we are fighting the Jack of Hearts. So that'll nullify our healing cards. And now we're going to go ahead and fight these. So this is at 10. We are going to go ahead and do our Ace of Clubs and our Nine of Hearts. That's a total of 10. It's going to do the double damage because aces do double damage. So that's going to do 20 damage to this. Nothing heals because the hearts was nullified. However, because we did 20 damage, this will go on the top of the draw pile. And now we are into fighting the queens. The queens are going to do 15 attack, and they have 30 health. So this is going to be a little bit more challenging. Let's go ahead and see what we can do. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and attack the Queen of Hearts with the Jack of Spades. That's going to lower its attack value by 5. It's going to do 10 damage to it. So now it's going to swing back and hit us for 5. I will go ahead and discard this 5 of clubs. And let's go ahead and take a sip. And now we need to do 5 damage to it. You know what? I'm going to try something different. I'm going to go ahead and attack it for 2. So we've done a total of 12 to it. It's going to attack us for 3. I'm going to discard this 4 of diamonds, which is more than the 3. I am then going to use my 7 of diamonds to attack it. That's going to do the 12 plus 7, so that's 19 points of damage to it, which still is not enough to kill it, but I get to draw 7 more cards. So let's draw our cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now it's going to do 3 damage to us, so we'll go ahead and discard this 3. All right, so now let's see what we can do to it. So we've done a total of 19. I'm going to go ahead and hit it for another 5. So now we've done 24 damage to it. And it can no longer hurt us when it attacks because we've done more than 15 damage with the spade. So now that we've done 24 to it, let's see, do I have a 6? I don't have a 6. Let me go ahead and take a sip. I can't heal anything because the heart is out. We will go ahead and hit it for 7, which kills it more than the 30, which means this will go into the discard pile. And now we are going to fight the Queen of Spades. Oh, that's not a good one. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to attack with our Jack of Clubs, which is going to do 20 damage to it. It's going to come back and hit us for 15. So we are going to need to discard. We'll discard this for 20. We will now attack it for 10, which is going to kill it on the dot. It's going to do the 30. So we had 20 and 30, but we're going to heal 10 cards. So let's go ahead and shuffle these up. Do 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These go to the bottom. These go to the discard. This is going to go to the top. We have the Queen of Diamonds. We only have one card. We're going to attack for 2 of hearts, which is going to randomly heal 2 cards. We will put those on the draw. Now, here's what sucks. We're out of cards, so we will no longer get the gold victory. We are going to flip over one of the jokers or jesters, which is going to let us draw back up to our 8. But we can only do this twice in the game, so let's go ahead and get 8 cards. And again, feel free to ask any questions. So we've done 2 damage to him. All right, so what do we want to do? What do we want to do? Let's take a sip of this. All right, we're going to go ahead and attack it with the Queen. So we are going to do 15 damage. Now, it's also going to lower the attack value by 15. So now it's not going to hurt us at all when it attacks us. So we've done a total of 17 damage to it. It's now going to attack us for 0 because, remember, the spades lowers its attack values. So now it's our turn again. We've done a total of 17 to it. I don't see that we can kill it off. However, let's see, 17 and 8. Yeah, actually, we're going to do this. So we're going to do 17 and 8, which will be 25. Because remember, this is the clubs are double, so that's 8 plus 17. So that's going to be 25. We need to do 5 more to it. And what we will do is there's our 5. We're going to heal 4 cards again. Then, because we killed that, the even amount, it's going to go on top. Now we've got to fight the Queen of Clubs. All right, this is going to be a tough one. Let's take a sip. All right, we're going to go ahead and attack it for 3, but we're going to be able to draw 3 cards. It is now going to attack us for 15. So we need to discard 15 worth of points. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to discard this because the clubs won't do the double damage with a club out. So we discarded the 15. We've done 3 to it. We are going to attack with our Queen of Diamonds. So now we've done 18 damage to it, but we're going to be able to draw back up to a full hand. It is going to do 15 to us. So we've got to discard 15 again. Let's see. We'll do 8, 10, 15. All right. So we've done 13 damage to it. We're going to go ahead and attack it for 8, lowering its attack value because now we have a spade. So we've done 21 damage to it. It's going to come back and hit us for 7. We will go ahead and shoot. We're going to discard this for 10. We will then attack it for 10. So we've done 13, 23, 31. So we get the draw back up to our hand. We've killed it off. But because we've done more than the 30 damage, it is going to go into the discard pile. And now we're going to fight the King of Spades. Now, that King of Spades is going to do 20 damage to us. This is going to be interesting. So we can't use the clubs for the double damage. So let's go ahead and attack with the 7 of Spades, which is going to lower its attack value down by 7. So it's going to do 13 to us. So we need to go ahead and discard 13. So we'll go 9 and 6 is 15. We will go ahead and hit it for 8. with the 8 of hearts. We're going to heal 8 cards. It is now going to do 13 to us. So we have to discard 13. So shoot. 11, 13. We will go ahead and attack it for 6. Heal 6 cards. So now we've done 15, 21 damage to it. And unfortunately, now we are not going to get the second level victory because we're going to use our second gesture to draw back up. All right. So we've done 15. 6 is 21. So we need to do 9 points of damage to it. We don't have anything that's going to do 9 off the top. So we will go ahead and just kill it outright with this 10. And now we're going to fight the King of Hearts, which is at least our double damage is coming in. So let's go ahead and take a sip. All right, we're going to go ahead and play our 2 5s together because you can play 2 cards if it's the same number, provided that number isn't more than 10. Now, we're not going to heal because the heart's out, but we are going to do 10 damage, lowering its attack value by 10, which means when it's swinging back, it's going to go ahead and swing us for 10. So we will go ahead and discard 10 points. We are going to swing back and hit it for 816 because it's going to be 8. It's going to do double damage and draw us cards. So we've done 10 and 16. So we've done 26 to it. We'll be able to draw back up. All right, it is going to swing back and hit us now for 10. So we need to discard 10. And we will discard the 7. Yeah, we'll discard these 2. So that's 10. All right, so we're at 10. And 16 is 26. We just need to do 4 damage to it. Oh, no, we got to do more than 4. I forgot it's 40 health. So 10 and 16 is 26. Whoever was watching, let me know if I did 40 damage to that last king. I can't remember if I did 40 or 30. All right, we're going to go ahead and attack with the jack. It's going to lower its attack value by 10. So now the king's not going to hurt us anymore. So we've done a total of 10, 20, and 16. So 36. We just need to do 4 more to it. That'll be our 40. That'll also draw us 4 cards. It will put the King of Hearts on top of the draw pile. And now we will fight the King of Spades. All right, so what can we do here? What can we do here? We are going to go ahead and attack with the Queen of Hearts doing 15. We are going to heal 15 cards. All right. It is going to do 20 to us. So we are going to go ahead and discard 20. All right. Now we've got to do, well, we can do 10 to it. So now we've done 25 to it. It's going to hit us for 20. And unfortunately, we don't have 20. So it's done 20 damage to it. That's 10 and 17. So we lost that game. So here's a situation where we lost that. Now, you will lose this game more than you win. But the cool thing about this is you're going to see how easy this is to set back up. Let's just go ahead and get our cards out. And I'll show you how this gets set up to play another game. So first, we want to make sure we have all the kings. We've got all the kings. You shuffle these up. Put those in the bottom. Then you take the queens. Shuffle these up. You put those next. Then you take the jacks. And apparently we left a jack in there. So let us see where that jack is. Come on, jack. There it is. So you just shuffle these up. Now you put your jacks on, and then we go ahead and shuffle up this to start our next hand. And please feel free to ask any questions in the comment section if you have any. I'm still getting used to the live streaming, so if the quality of the sound isn't working that great, let me know. And we will go ahead and do game number 2 of Regicide. And if you watched any of the other videos, I've mentioned several times, you're going to lose more than you're going to win. And that's just kind of how it works with this game, but that's okay. Let's take another sip before we start. Let's go ahead and draw our 8 cards. And we're going to start fighting the Jack of Diamonds. All right, so let's see. What do we got? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and let's see. We'll start with the 9 of spades. That's going to lower its attack value on the attack down by 9, so it's only going to hit us for 1. So it's going to attack us. It's going to attack us for 1. We're going to go ahead and discard a card. We'll discard that. I will then attack it. So we're now at 13. It's not going to hurt us because we've taken all of its attack down with our spade. Let's see. We don't have 7 to kill it outright. So let's go ahead and we've got 13. Yeah, if we're going to go over, we might as well go over. We'll go ahead and go 9. It's going to heal the 1 card we had. This will go into the discard pile. And now we will go ahead and fight the Jack of Hearts, meaning we can't heal any cards right now. All right, we're going to go ahead and attack it for 8. Clubs do double damage, so that's really doing 16. It's going to come back and hit us for 10. We'll discard this 10 of hearts. It is our turn again. I'm going to go ahead and hit it for 6. 16 plus 6 is more than 20, so it's dead, but we're going to be able to draw 6 more cards because of the diamond. These are all going to go on the discard. And now we're going to fight the Jack of Spades. All right, so let's see if we can get some heal action going on. Now that our spades are going to be nullified this hand, I would like to try to get some healing in. Let's see what we can do. All right, let's go ahead and we will attack it for 12 because that's double damage. It's going to swing back and hit us for 10. We'll go ahead and discard this for the 10. We've got them at 12. I am going to go ahead and hit it for 6. So that puts a total of 18. This is going to heal 6 cards. It's now going to hit us for 10. I will go ahead and discard this for the 10. We will hit it for 7. So 12 plus 6 is 18. That's more than 20. It's going to kill it. But we get to go ahead and draw 7 more cards. And for those joining, we are playing Regicide. It is a 1 to 4 player game, but most people will play it solo. All right, we are now fighting the Jack of Clubs. So our clubs will be nullified, and it's still attacking for 10 with 20 health. Let's go ahead and take a sip. All right, we're going to go ahead and hit it for 11. This is going to be the double power because it's the two different cards, which you can do with the ace. It can no longer attack us because its attack went down to 10 or 0. I mean, we're going to draw. We can't draw 10 cards because we can only have a max of 8. So we will go ahead and draw up to 8. Okay, now we need to do 9 damage to it. Let's see. Let's go ahead and we'll just hit it for that. Actually, you know what? We're going to hit it for this because that's going to be nullified. That's going to do the exact 20. So these will get discarded. This will go on top. And now we are going to fight the Queen of Hearts. All right, so we are going to go ahead and we're going to hit for 6. That's going to be double damage, and it's going to knock its attack value down by 6. So it's going to come back and hit us for 9, which means we will go ahead and discard. We'll go ahead and discard the 9 of diamonds. All right. We've done 6 to it. We are going to go ahead and attack it with the 7 of clubs. Remember, the clubs do double damage, so that's going to be 14. 14 plus the 6 is 20. It's going to come back and hit us for 10, which suck. Wait, 6. It's going to hit us for 9. 7, 8, 9. And unfortunately, we're going to have to use one of our jokers to draw back up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go ahead and take a sip. And just need to check a text real quick. Apologies. All right. And we are at 12 and 14. What did I say we were at? 26? 14 and 12 was 26, right? So you need to do 4 damage to it. All right. Can we do 4? Can we do 4? Yep. Let's just do. Oh, we don't want to do that. All right. We're going to go ahead and just kill it off. All right. Now we are on the Queen of Spades. Let's go ahead and take a sip. All right. I got to figure out what we want to do on this one. Not sure the best route. Our spades are going to be nullified. All right. Spades are nullified. You know what? We're going to go ahead and attack for 20. It's going to hit us for 15, so we'll discard. We'll discard the 10. And 15. All right, so now we will go ahead and hit it for 9. This is going to heal 9 cards. And I don't think we're going to get this one, folks, because it's going to come back and hit us for 15. I don't have the 15, but I'm going to have to discard this. Flip this over to draw back up. Wrong one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we were block 6. I still need to cover 9 of that. 9. We'll do 8, 9. Now let's see. This was 20, 29. I just need to do 1 to it. So that'll be 30. We get to draw 1 card. And actually, that's 30 on the dot. So that's going to go there. We get to draw 1 card, so that will be on the top. Then we will go ahead and fight the Queen of Clubs. The Queen of Clubs is nullifying these powers, but let's go ahead and attack that for 8 of spades. That's going to lower its attack value down to 7. It's going to attack us for 7, so let's go ahead and discard 7. I am then going to hit it for 10. It's going to attack us for 7, and we'll discard the 7. And we lost again because we weren't able to finish that off. So as you've noticed, you will lose more games than you win. At least I do. And maybe it's because I just suck. And let's go ahead and get our cards back out. Maybe on one of these live streams, I'll actually win a game. And do really appreciate the people that are watching these. I know there's plenty of things you can do other than watch some guy online playing games and drinking. Let me make sure I got these. I'm missing some cards. Okay, I think we're missing 2 jacks. Let's go back through here. But I do really appreciate everybody taking the time to watch these and watching the replays. And again, please leave any comments or suggestions, or if there's games that you would like to see somebody covering or myself covering or play, please feel free to leave a comment. Let me know. I've got plenty of games. I'm trying to get a habit of doing a couple live streams each time. And for those that kind of are joining in, we are doing a couple playthroughs of Regicide. Why we enjoy some drinks. And we are drinking the Attempted Murder, a vanilla cinnamon imperial stout from Bombastic Brewing. This is a good beer. And we're playing Regicide. And you don't have to sleeve these, but I do. As you can tell from the Flesh and Blood mat, I really, really like playing the card game Flesh and Blood. Also play Magic the Gathering, and I've played Magic the Gathering since it's came out. And really like Flesh and Blood. Have really enjoyed that game a lot. And it's just one of those things. If you have not had a chance to play it. Obviously, always support your local game store. And let's go ahead. And I wasn't planning on it, but I haven't finished off this beer yet. Let's take a sip. We'll do one more game. So the question is, do we think we can beat one more game? And I do encourage anybody to call out the misplays. A lot of this game is what you're going to do and what are you going to, your card selection. I haven't quite mastered it yet. If you don't have this game, but you want to try it out yourself, you can go to Board Game Arena and play it on Board Game Arena. I highly recommend that site. I have a blast on there. I'm on there quite a bit under Whiskey Games and Nerd Stuff. So if you see me on there, feel free to send a friend request, and I'm happy to play games with anybody. And let's go ahead and try one more game. All right, we're going to start off with the Jack of Diamonds. All right, and let's see, what do we've got? All right, no spades. So we're going to go ahead, and I hate getting all these hearts at the beginning because we use all our hills. You know what? We're going to go ahead and hit it for 3. That's going to lower the attack value by 3, so it's only going to attack us for 7. And then I will go ahead and discard the 7. We have done 3 damage to it, so we need to do 17 more. We will go ahead and hit it for 6. It's going to attack us for 7. I will go ahead and discard this 9 of hearts. So we've done 3 and 6, so we've done 9 to it. I'm going to go ahead and hit it for 8 because the clubs do double damage. So we've done 3 and 6 is 9 plus 8 is 17. It's going to come back and hit us for 7. I will discard this 10 of hearts. And then we will go ahead, and unfortunately, this is going to do double damage, so it will kill it for more than 20. And we're out of cards, so we're going to have to use a gesture right off the top. So this is going to be a tough win, folks. I don't know that we're going to be able to win this using that gesture so quickly. And again, for those that have just joined, we're doing Regicide. It's a card game. You can play this with a deck of cards, but I would recommend getting this. It's less than $20. It has all the rules in it, shows you how to play. And please feel free to ask any questions or comments in the comment section. If you have any questions about the game specifically. And now we are going to fight the Jack of Spades, which is nullifying the spade power. And see, what do we want to do? Let me go ahead and take a sip. You know what? We're going to kill it straight off. We're going to go ahead and do the 9 of clubs. This is double damage paired with the ace. So we're going to do 20 or 10 times 2 is 20, killing that off outright. And we're going to be able to heal 10 cards. So we randomly shuffle these. Do we even have 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We don't. So all these will be held. Because we did exactly 20 damage, the Jack will go onto the draw pile. And now we are going to fight the Jack of Hearts. All right, Jack of Hearts coming up. All right, we are going to go ahead and attack it with the 2 4s. And you can only attack with 2 cards if it's the same number and the values add up to less than 10. So you could do 3 2s because that's less than 10. So that's going to lower its attack by 8, which means it's only going to do 2 to us. And it's going to go ahead and attack us for the 2. We will go ahead and discard this 5. So we've done 8 to it. We need to do 12 more damage. Let me go ahead and take a sip. I don't like to do this, but we will. We're going to go ahead and hit it for 9. That only does the 17 to it. We could have killed it with the clubs, but we want some card draw. So we're going to go ahead and hit it for 9. We will draw the 9 cards. But we can't draw 9 because you can only have 8. It is now going to hit us for 2, because we've done 8 points to it. We've lowered its attack value by 8. So it's going to do 2 damage to us. So we need to discard. Oh, shoot. We'll go ahead and do the 6. So we've got 8 and 9 at 17. We just need to do 3 more to it. I don't see a 3 here. Let's just go ahead and overkill it. And then that way we can heal 8 cards. We don't have 8 here, so we'll go ahead and shuffle these up. Place these under. And this is going to go all on the discard. And now we are fighting the Jack of Clubs. That is going to nullify any club powers. Let's go ahead and take another sip. And let's go ahead and attack with our Jack of Spades, which is going to do 10 damage, but more importantly, it's going to nullify 10. So it's not doing any damage to us right now. So it attacks us. It doesn't hit us for anything. We will go ahead and attack back. We are going to go ahead and attack for 10, doing 20 damage to it on the dot, which means this will go on to the draw pile, but we're going to draw 10 cards, but we can't have more than 10, so we're really going to draw 4. These go on the... I'll go there. And now we are on to the Queen of Spades. Now, the Queen of Spades will do a 15 attack, and they do 30 health, and we are not able to nullify this. So we do need to try and kill this off as quick as we can. So let me go ahead and take a sip while I figure this out. All right, we're going to go ahead and attack it for 8. And because it's a club, it's really doing 16. So we attack it for 16, bring it down to 14. It's going to swing back and hit us for 15. So let's see. We want to go 13, 18. So we'll cover that. All right, so we've done 16 to it, which puts it at 14. We will now attack it with the 7 of clubs, but because clubs have double power, it's now doing 14 damage. We kill it outright, which means it goes to the top. And now we are facing the Queen of Diamonds, which really sucks for us because now we can't draw any cards. All right, so we will go ahead and do this. We're going to go ahead and attack it for 14 because this is going to do double damage. And it's going to minus it by the attack value by that 7. So it's going to be 8. Unfortunately, yeah, it's going to do 8 damage to us. But we can't do the 8, so there's 7. We're going to use our last gesture so we can draw up to 8 cards. And we still need to cover 8 points of damage. And there is our 8. All right. We will go ahead and attack it for 9. So now we've brought its attack value to 0. We've done 14 plus 9 is 23. So we need to do 7 more to it to kill it. We don't have 7 more to kill it. So we are just going to overkill it. We don't have a choice. We'll go ahead and overkill it. And we'll move on to the Queen of Clubs. But what we are going to do is we are going to go ahead and kill it for 30 because it'll do 15 plus this 6. So really it's 16 it's doing, and it's double damage, so it kills that off. We will now fight this. Oh, crap. We're going to attack it for 2, which means we can draw 2 cards. And unfortunately, we lost again because it's going to come back and hit us for 15. So once again, we were not able to commit Regicide. And I've played this game quite a bit, and it is hard to win. I think it's harder to play with more players. Or sorry, it's harder to win with more players than it is with one player. And I'm still getting a feel for this. It's, I'm not the best at this particular game, so let's go ahead and I think I'm missing a jack somewhere. All right, so we got there. Let's look through the cards. Where did that jack go? All right, so we have our 4 kings. We got our 4 queens. We've got 3 jacks. And maybe it fell under the table. Oh, no, it was in the hail pile from earlier. But you see how quickly it is to get these set up. But I think 3 games is enough to show how crappy I am at this. And it's time for me to go make a nice drink. This beer is great. This attempted murder is great, but I am in the mood for whiskey. So I'm going to see what I'm going to grab, and then I will see for anybody watching this live. I'm going to jump on Board Game Arena and play some games. Really appreciate everybody taking the time to watch the video. And until next time, folks, cheers.